Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are back with another episode of Paranormal Tea Time.
Yes, welcome in.
And I'm joined tonight by my co host, Stephanie. We've got no guests on today. It is a recap, update, BS Q&A week.
hmm
So we're just hanging out. The
Yeah, we
tea.
we've both been super busy with just life, I think, and so we kind of needed this Wednesday today just to kind of not have a guest on, just to have things kind of not planned and just go with the flow. So
Yeah. I'm very not good at going with the flow. I have to
you need
no,
structure.
no flow. I need a plan, at least in my head.
Yeah, we both need agendas, but I think we do well just kind of going with the flow too at the same time. So
The dogs are locked on opposite side of the door because Tater did not get his fat ass out of the office. So I'm like, all right, he's just
oh,
sitting there, fine. But now he has to yap. Shush. Yeah, so I'm not gonna forget today. I am drinking Mark T. Wendell Victorian Afternoon. And I got another new mug.
I love
It was
it.
a gift. It's a little ghost reading, and it's huge. Look how big this
I
mug is.
love it. It's so cute. You know, when I was at Home Goods earlier, this past weekend, there's a cute mug. It's very similar to that, but it just looks a little more antiquish. But it's ghost reading books. And I was like, I need it, but I talked myself out of it and I put it back. I kind of wish I had gotten it.
They're fun. This one I probably wouldn't have bought for myself because it is so big, but it was a gift, and I love it. And I got another gift with it.
Aww,
It's a little ghost with a little cup.
I love it. It's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. Fiona gave those to me.
Aw, she's so sweet.
Yeah, because I've been working a lot on the studio downstairs, so I'm hoping by next week I'll be down there.
Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what it's like.
What are you drinking tonight?
So I got my same cup from last week because it's just so stinking cute. I just can't get over it. But I'm drinking Hardy and Sons, of course. And I'm doing Murder on the Orient Express tonight. So
Very
yeah.
spooky. Very spooky. So I found a home for Nicole, the doll.
Oh, what? What do you mean
She
at home?
a home. She is going to live in my studio.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like rehoming and you
Oh,
didn't reach
no,
out to me
rehoming.
first. And
She's not a doll. I'm not rehoming her. I just found a spot for her to live that's not in my trunk. She can live in
yay.
the basement in my studio.
Put her next to Phil,
Who's Phil?
the clown.
Oh, well, Phil is actually front and center on the shelf behind me in the studio.
Oh. I'm gonna kind of redo this room just a little bit. I'm gonna take my non-haunted dolls and put them up in my like school office area, and then I'm gonna bring all the haunted ones down here and have them out. So I feel like we need a little bit of a change.
Yeah,
So
they need a change of scenery.
yeah. So something cool. I wanted to show these on the show tonight and see if anybody watching got anything. You remember Lisa sent me the thing saying, "Hey, you need these dolls," and I felt something when I looked at the picture. So, and it was the bidding thing. So I obviously nobody else bid on these things except me. So, I got them, and here they are.
Oh, they're so
They
tiny.
are extremely tiny, but it was this one here that I keep feeling like I get all those twisted knot things in my stomach that I feel whenever there's a strong spirit around. And the funny thing is that Lisa was picking her stuff up at the same time and she was feeling it too with that specific one. So gonna have to check it out and see what's going on with it. But they're really cool.
Yeah,
Um
they're so tiny. Like when she said you were getting dolls, I was thinking like dolls. That's like a
I did too. So when
figurine.
she like the lady, she's in her car, she's like, here they are. And I'm like, they're in there? I had no idea.
Little baby dolls. They're dolls for your dolls.
Kinda, yeah. It was only, $5. So yeah.
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
for a spirit,
Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So can't wait to see what we get out of this stuff. Thus far, nothing has been bothering the puppy, so
That's good. I mean, that's the rules, right?
that is one of the rules.
So, my experience this week, right? So,
Yeah.
yesterday my son tells me that while he was down in the basement, because the way that the basement is set up there is like a bedroom off to the side, and then there's a bigger like living area space.
Hmm.
And he was in that big open space working on like his One Piece card deck. I don't know, playing with his cards.
Yeah.
Um, and he was hearing voices coming from inside my studio room, like a
Okay.
man's voice. And so he is being logical. He checks to see if Sean's home. Sean's not home. He checks to see because the office here is right above the studio. He checked if, my daughter was up here, like with the TV on or something.
Yeah.
Tater, nobody asked for your input. One sec. Okay, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my god. So nobody was, no TV, nothing on. And I told Sean about it when he got home, and he said, well, I didn't tell you this, but this morning when I got up, I heard, and he was getting ready for work, he heard a man go, hey. Really loud, like clearly loud, to the point where he checked to see if there was somebody in the house.
Yeah.
And for him, that's weird.
Well, yeah, because he's more of the skeptic. So what does he think?
And I didn't tell anybody about this. The other night, I actually woke up out of like a dead sleep in the middle of the night to a man saying, hey.
So somebody's trying to get, maybe it's Phil. Phil wants your attention.
Well, that's what I thought at first, because I'm like, what the hell is down here? And he was down here.
Yeah.
So that's why I put him kind of front and center.
Yeah.
But it was just weird that like kind of nobody knew about the other stuff and was going on. I just fell back asleep because I'm like, all right, I must have dreamed that, but something woke me up.
Yeah.
So that's what I've had going on.
Somebody wants to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just need to respond.
Well, I did have to, go put the boundaries back and be like, hey, yourself, like, no kids, no dogs.
If you want to come talk because Nicole's not talking to you, just come to my house. I'll talk to you.
Well, I said that they could talk down in the studio, and maybe I'd put out some equipment on the shelves. You got somebody talking in your background?
No, just I was looking at myself in the reflection of the window, because the window was right in front of me, and it looked like somebody like stood up behind me. So
Oh.
But only in the reflection. I was just looking at the camera because there's a lag, and it's not on the camera, so that was just very strange.
Yeah. Nope. That's one of my other rules. No popping up in reflections. You
See, I don't mind.
want me to see you right in front of my face, please. Like, because I don't think, things don't really scare me, but I think it would crap my pants if I like do a thing where, like, oh, you're brushing your teeth. You look up and there's a face behind you.
Yeah.
Nope. Not doing that. That's one of my few rules for ghosts.
See, I guess I've never had that as a rule, but I will say, like, my second day working at the Shanley, Kelly's Uncle Tom was still alive, and he left to go get Frank, one of the ghosts, some pork ribs, because Frank wanted ribs. And I was cleaning out.
This is a completely normal statement.
It is. And Tom liked to leave some of his, his cups, his coffee cups and stuff out, and just things around. So I was picking up after him, and I took his coffee cup into the bathroom because it was before we had the sink, obviously. And I was washing it out in the sink, and a bald man was standing behind me, and I whooped around and I didn't see anybody. And I went back to washing it, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm like, hi, I'm the new girl. Nice to meet you. Like, to this day, I have no idea who it was. but it'd be interesting to figure out like who was with me in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
No, stay out of the bathroom. That is a private place.
Well, it's a good thing I wasn't actually using the bathroom for anything other than washing the coffee cup.
Stay out of my shower. Stay out of my mirrors. No. Adam says he had a dream about a week ago that he had just done an investigation on the digital recorder. There was an EVP saying, "Stop it."
Aw, they were done for the night.
Hmm.
Leave me alone. They were done for the night. Speaking of dreams, I had one 2 nights ago that I was excited we were going to, and I called it the Burnbrae Mansion. But when we got there, it looked more medieval, like medieval castle type of thing. And it's kind of the same castle that I've seen in my dream multiple times. And so I'm wondering, like, eventually is this place gonna like pop up and we're gonna get to investigate it and I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna like, oh, this is the one I've been dreaming about for years, you know?
Is it the 1890 house?
No, this is like a castle. I don't know offhand what the 1890 house looks like, but this is a castle.
It looks like a castle.
Oh, it does. I'll have to Google it and look at the pictures from the inside. There's a wine. I know there's like some sort of a secret staircase on the outside. There's like a secret exit. And on the inside, there is a big portrait of the woman and she's there. But there's also some, a few other spirits as well. But the woman is the main one. And she's a little gruff and like, I guess people would probably say that she's kind of mean, but I think she's just tired of everybody. You know what I mean? I don't think she's purposefully being mean or anything like that. I think there's just something going on with her. But it's interesting that I've had this same spot in my dreams for years. So
Interesting. I'm gonna have to do some digging and see what other castles are around.
yeah.
Because I want to go to a castle. Let's go to a castle.
Can't cook for you right now.
We're gonna get to the 18th. Just the date that they gave us didn't work out because everybody was so busy this summer. But we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
They said we could go in, which was great because they're pretty selective about like who they let in there. I know that they have a group that runs their tours,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
is there a little one behind you?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, child or ghost?
She thinks I'm going to get up and make macaroni and cheese right now, and I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Please go back into the other room with the puppy. You didn't really skip dinner. Just go sit down, please. Be a good girl. Go play with your baby sister.
No, but
Go sit
mom,
down.
she is trying to sleep.
Honey, you need to go. Okay.
I'm looking now to see the woman.
In the 1890 house?
Yeah, do you know if you saw the woman? Would you know what she looked like?
I think if I saw that portrait that's there, I think I would recognize her. She has dark hair. I know that. Very obviously old style clothes.
Does that look like her?
Let me wait till it pops up on the computer.
Because this was Ardell Wickwire, and she was the boss.
Wow. The dress looks very, very similar. I can't say for sure of the face, but the dress looks very similar. In the portrait that I was seeing, her face was actually the other way, like, turned the other way. And you could see more of her, like, down to her waist, because you could see her folded hands. But that dress looks very, very similar style. So that's.
So if not her, then maybe somebody from like the same kind of time frame.
Could be.
Interesting. I just more of a reason we need to go. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need to go. It is honestly, it's one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Although I do like Burnbrae too, but that's not Burnbrae if it looks like a castle.
No, it's interesting that I was calling it Burnbrae, but it didn't look like Burnbrae at all.
Yeah, that is weird because like that's not even, something that ever looked like a castle.
But I kind of wonder, like, is there some sort of a connection with another location, wherever this other location is, that has to do with people of the Burnbrae Mansion? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's a small world.
Some digging to do.
Brie, no, it wouldn't be Bannerman Castle. That one's like kind of in a ruins.
I heard that they like rebuilt some of it actually.
But nobody like actually stayed there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
it
stored
was
ammunition and things like that. This castle thing was like she was the lady of the house. She ran the place. This was her home. Like she lived, bore babies, died there.
Where else was? I don't know. Did you get anything else from it, or that was it? Burnbrae Castle.
I remember when you go into the castle. So and it seemed pretty local actually. So but when you go in, there's a very long hallway, and there's like I think the flooring was red. Like there's a red carpet, maroon colored, I guess, on the floor. It looks very Gothic Victorian to me.
A long carpet, like a runner, or like a carpeted floor.
Yeah, like a runner.
Like entire. Mm. Interesting.
Did you say 1850 or 1890 house?
1890.
Now I'm gonna have to look it up.
I feel like it has one like super distinct feature when you walk in that you would know if you saw it. Like, because it's pretty unique. I don't know why it keeps putting me in the middle. Like that is what you see at the end of the hallway when you walk in. So that's very distinctive.
Okay, let me let it pop up on the laptop. So there is a lot of mahogany style wood. But there is a fireplace, but her picture is hanging right above it. And they could be showing me abstract. They could be totally showing me something from what it looked like before.
There's also, I was just told, the Lyndhurst estate that is somewhat local. Let me pull up a picture of that. Stop putting me in the middle. Restream. So that's Lyndhurst estate.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. All right. You ready for this?
Okay. What?
Let's see. Suggested this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get rid of this. Helen Miller Gould Shepherd. Similar dress to your chick.
Oh my God. And her hands. Look at her hands.
That's what I just was like, oh my God, when I saw the picture. I'm like,
the dark
is
hair,
that her?
the dark dress. It is very similar in style. That might be it.
I guess we're going to Lyndhurst.
Okay. Now I got to Google Lyndhurst. I don't think I've heard of that before.
Okay, the Lyndhurst, also known as the J. Gould Estate, is a Gothic Revival country house that sits in its own 67-acre park besides the Hudson River in Tarrytown.
Oh, so it is pretty local.
Yep. It was designed in 1838 by Alexander Jackson Davis. The estate and the mansion were owned by New York City Mayor William Paulding, merchant George Merritt, railroad tycoon Jay Gould, and Gould's daughter, prominent philanthropist Helen Miller Gould Shepherd, and socialite Anna Gould.
I am feeling so much right now. I just got to the website, and one of the very first pictures is a hallway with a red runner. That's got to be it.
All right. Oh, I see what you're... Okay. All right. So how do we get in here?
We call them and tell them that I've been having dreams about this place.
I don't think they'll let us in if you tell them that. Are we going? Yeah, Lisa, we're going. So that's your red runner.
I've got chills. Oh my gosh.
Interesting. All right. So, all right, plan your visit. We can just go. We don't have to whatever. We can literally just go there.
Yeah.
Can visit, explore Lyndhurst, a majestic estate on the banks of the Hudson River. Look in Terrytown, blah, blah, blah. Assume your own risk while on the property, no problem. All right, let's do it.
That is awesome. So when are we going?
Let's see. Oh, they haven't. Oh, we are going on. No, we can't go on September 27th because we're doing the Moon Serpent Bone. We're talking.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what they're having on September 27th?
But
Death by Chocolate, Tea and Tour.
ooh, that sounds right up our alley.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God. What time is this? Our talk, I think, is at 3.
Yeah.
This is what time? 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. How fast can we get back to Newburgh?
Oh gosh, it's probably an hour. Right? About an hour?
And we're not letting you drive. I drive fast. I zoom zoom.
So do I, just not with other people in the car.
Yeah, but we could totally make it.
This would be awesome.
See, it's perfect. Thank you, Brianna, for finding this
Yes,
place.
thank you. You may have solved the puzzle of my entire dream. The dream I've literally had for years of this place.
No, she drives slow. Mm-hmm.
So I technically I don't. I've gotten many
More or less
speeding
something.
tickets. But when I have other people, I don't know how they're going to react to my driving, and so I drive nicely when other people are in my car.
Well, if we want to get there and make it back for our lecture, we gotta zoom zoom. So let's do it. All right, putting that in the books because this is something that needs to happen.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, I'm at wait
Like I've got chills going up my legs right now. It's so crazy.
because that's the place. Like that looks like the chick from the other place, only you
Yeah.
know in the opposite position with her hands folded, like you said.
Yes.
So
Let's see if there's any other.
are you looking for more pictures?
Yeah, and some of the pictures I'm pulling up, like the style looks very similar.
Let's see if it's haunted.
Well, if I'm having dreams about it, of course it's haunted.
Not officially or historically documented as a haunted house.
Here you go. And there's like,
No
Yep.
tragic past, no dark or violent historical events. But local lore and tour guides joke about happy haunts, suggesting past family members and pets still enjoy the grand halls. It was used to film Gothic productions like the movie Dark Shadows and HBO's The Gilded Age.
oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That is really awesome.
All your dreams are haunted.
They kind of are.
We had Brian J. Cano watching from What's a Collector, and from the Haunted History Trail, he would know probably if there's any hauntings there.
Any lore to it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't look like it's on the trail yet, so maybe we'll have to look. This is the Lyndhurst Mansion in Terrytown. It's a historic home. It's not a hotel.
I wish it was, because then we could totally just spend the night.
Terrytown, New York.
Well, there's a video that says the dark story of America's most haunted Gothic palace, Lyndhurst Mansion.
Are you looking at the United Kingdom?
I don't know.
Great area. Yeah, because it's right by Sleepy Hollow, so I feel like everything adjacent to Sleepy Hollow has to be haunted just because. That's like one of those things in Salem when we went. It's like every store you walk into, haunted.
Nope. It says Hudson Valley, so it's definitely this one. Yeah.
Hey, Baby with a Laser is here. Glad to see there's no crazy people in here like Andy's stream. Yeah, we had some nutters in today. They were very interesting. But
no.
I got told my eyebrows were calm.
Calm?
Calm. My eyebrows were calm.
Are they normally rageful? Like, what does that mean?
They are normally apparently out of control. The Armour Steiner Octagon House down in that area we should check out.
Okay. Does that...
Lisa's saying Lisa Lyndhurst was, or the Octagon House was on the Holzer Files?
I wonder if she means Lyndhurst. Why isn't Lisa on our show right now?
Lisa, would you care to tell Stephanie why you didn't want to come on the show today?
She said she might, but she wasn't sure.
Adam would love to take a tour of Sleepy Hollow one day. It's a really, really beautiful area. Just to even go and walk through the Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, where there's all of the people who inspired the story. The Headless Horseman. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, now I can't remember the guy's name. What's his name?
The person who wrote it?
Yeah. I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Washington Irving.
There you go. Yes, his family.
I want to say Ichabod Crane, but Ichabod Crane is the character.
Yeah. His family plot is there. It is kind of blocked off, so you can't like go up to his gravesite or anything like that, but you can certainly see it. When I was there, and it's been a few years, they closed at like 4. And so it was like hard to just go in there and try to investigate, like even just on my own, because they closed so dang early.
Well, you can go to the grave of the person who actually inspired Katrina von Tassel.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yep. Her, I think it was Eleanor was her name that inspired it, but you can actually go to that one.
Brian says Ichabod Crane is buried in Staten Island. I thought that was a fictional character.
An Ichabod Crane, not the Ichabod Crane. Lisa's not on because she thinks she looks ugly, and that's not true. I'm sure she looks beautiful.
No, she does not. She was complaining about her hair because we met at Dunkin' to get both of us pick up our stuff that we had bid on.
I resembled Groucho Marx.
What?
I thought we were friends. Duck soup, man. So it's like a running joke over on Alienate that my eyebrows are very prominent and a character all in their own, and someone said that they looked like they were put on with electrical tape.
I remember that.
Yes.
I think in previous times I could probably say I could understand the Groucho Marx, although it wouldn't have come to mind to actually say it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I could see where they could say that, but at the same time not. So
yeah, but that's the thing. I said I'll know that I made it when there's like some weird Instagram fan page dedicated to my eyebrows.
We're gonna have to start one.
Yeah, just eyebrows. My YouTube little icon for a hot minute was just like a simple like line drawing of hair and eyebrows and glasses.
It's so weird because like mine have just gotten like I used to be a towhead when I was little, and as I've grown older, my hair has darkened quite a bit, but I feel like my eyebrows mostly haven't. They just feel like if I don't draw them in and or fill them in, they feel so obsolete.
Oh, Brianna said she has some stories from Washington Irving or from Irvington. Hearing Adam saying, hearing Jenny Colucci talk about Sleepy Hollow made her want to go check it out. The history and lore. Yeah, it's like Salem Light. I feel like it's kind of turned into a Halloween destination.
Yeah,
almost. Although nothing, holds a candle to Salem.
Yeah.
Because I was there recently, and I'm telling you, just like everything you walk into, you got ghosts. Yeah, we got ghosts. Everything is historic and haunted, and I love it. And I wish I could live there.
Aw. So, fun fact, my husband did take me to Sleepy Hollow. Like I said, I was there several years back, but it was like when COVID was going on, so like it was insane. But I wasn't told that the cemeteries in this state are all on hills. And I wore these cute little wedge shoes walking up and down these monstrous hills. And my husband was explaining because they use the flat land for the farmland and the hills for the cemeteries. I'm like, but you didn't tell me that before we got out here. So my feet were so uncomfortable the whole time we were at Sleepy Hollow Cemetery.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because cemeteries originally were meant to be like these park places where you could go and sit, have a picnic. They planted all the trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's a really nice thought. And now you're weird if you have a picnic. And
Like Cheeseman Park in Cheeseman Park in Denver. It's the same thing. Although it is haunted and supposedly dogs sometimes still dig up human remains.
Ew.
Yeah. Do you know about that?
No.
So there was a lot of people buried there way, way long ago. And they needed to relocate the bodies for whatever reason. I don't remember what it was. So they paid this guy, per casket. And he figured out he could make more money by, okay, I'm just going to put a few bones of this guy in this one, and we're going to make a new casket and put a few of his bones in there. So it would mean more caskets equal more money. And so in some graves, like he just completely left the bodies and just took the caskets too. So a lot of shady stuff. And now it's a regular park that you just go and you can have a picnic on, and bones come out of the ground sometimes. So
that's like that place in Middletown that we Lisa and I went to, that we drove past, where it was the cemetery for an old poorhouse.
Okay.
And so it was largely forgotten, not taken care of. A lot of the graves are unmarked. But when we went there, the ground was so soft that the graves had actually sunk in. So you have the sunken in and the hills.
Yeah.
And I'm walking and I'm like, this ground is very soft. I felt like I was literally going to fall through into a casket.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. The vines grew through the trees, and
nature has a way.
The couple stones that were there.
Yeah. Nature has a way. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Adam, Denver's pretty cool if you like a lot of ghost stuff. Like there's the Molly Brown house. So you can go, and apparently, so Molly never liked to be called Molly. She liked to be called Margaret. She hated the name Molly. But she wanted to display her wealth. And so in their house, like the ceiling is made of gold, because that was what you do when you have wealth. You turn things into gold. And like she did not want her husband smoking in the house. That was it. He was not allowed to, but he would sneak it sometimes in the servants' areas. So when you walk back to the servants' areas, like you can smell like cigar smoke and cigarette smoke sometimes. So I found that funny that he's like in death. He's like, haha, I'm smoking in the house.
I gotta talk about Titanic.
Yes. Here we go again. Here comes your Molly Brown. So you probably met Molly Brown.
I wouldn't have met her. I was third class, man.
You know what?
I was rubbing elbows with the unsinkable Molly Brown.
You could have seen her in the distance then. You never know.
I could have looked at her and been like, that bitch. watched her like get on a lifeboat and sail away.
Yep. I don't remember what show I was just watching, but the Crawford Hotel was just on, and my husband and I stayed in that room. Like, there's a room that back in the day, this woman found that her husband was cheating on her, so she went in there and she killed him and killed herself. I don't know what happened to the mistress, but if men are alone in the room, it's said that like they'll have like a negative experience because she obviously hates men. But if you're a woman in the room, like you're going to get flirted with and stuff. So I was investigating it by myself. Scott was downstairs, and all my equipment kept shutting off. My live kept shutting off. My batteries were getting drained. So later on in the night, you know, we go out and we have a good time. We come back. And I remember the room was so very hot, and the room is like in an L shape. So you come in the door and there's a really noisy couch like right there. And then you come around the corner and like there's the bathroom and the bed, right? So I remember in the middle of the night, I heard like rustling of that couch material. And I was like, oh, something's playing with the couch material. Like I didn't want to get up and scare the ghost. So I just stayed in bed. And I felt like Scott was still there. Like I could hear the breathing on the back of my neck and feel it, you know. So I just went ahead and went back to sleep and let it go. I get up the next morning. I look behind me. Scott is not there. I get up. He's on the couch. He went to go sleep on the couch because it had the only opening window. And so he was trying to get some fresh air because he was like really hot. So who the hell was in bed with me? Breathing in the back of my neck.
He wanted to be like taken out of the afterlife too.
So I slept with a ghost. And it was my anniversary.
Denver's weird though, because like the whole thing with the Denver airport.
Don't believe everything into that. Like Lucifer is not some evil demonic thing. It's just a statue.
No, I mean all of the conspiracies, like the tunnels that go to nowhere, all the different like artwork, all
I watched it. They explained that the local news station went to the Denver airport and they took them on the supposed secret tunnels, and there was no secrets. It was just access points for, you know, all the, you know, airline business stuff that they got to do and things like that. So they explained the pictures and Lucifer. They like went through all the folklore and stuff like that. So I think it's just all made up BS.
If you had a news crew that was saying, hey, show me your secrets, would you show them your secrets, or would you be like, look, there's no secrets here. We're being completely transparent.
Okay, touche, but I still don't believe any of it's true. The artwork, I will say, is weird. It looks weird. It doesn't seem to match what an airport, I think, would have, but it's like, you know, it's just different. So, what else?
And this is why Stephanie's gonna get like abducted by a demon someday, because she's like, it's just different. It's
fine. Downtown Denver is pretty cool. They have spirits and spirits tours. It's all the bar hopping mixed with all the ghosts. And because back in the day, like there was a lot of brothels in downtown Denver, and they have a tunnel system underneath the city that it's two tunnel systems basically right next to each other. So like you go into a brothel, you come up through the tunnel system so that you won't be seen. So like lower class, you know, was for one side, and then the higher ups, the, you know, the lawmen, the, you know, politicians and stuff would come in the other side. And, you know, somebody would be there to check them in and stuff like that. And that's how they got into the brothels secretly. So, yeah, the tunnels are no longer opened. They had a rat problem, so they closed off all the tunnels. So, yeah, pretty neat.
Or they needed the tunnels for some other purpose.
We never know. Never know. But it was pretty cool seeing, I mean, the ones that we went into, they actually let us go down there. They let us see like where the archways are for the tunnels and stuff. So, and they are bricked up. So we didn't get to see all of them, obviously, but it was pretty neat. There's like a lot of cool history in Denver.
I want to go. I don't know. I just want to like go through tunnels because I want to go to Disney World. I want to go down into like the utilidors, and I want to go to like the catacombs at Paris.
I want to do that too.
I want to be a mole person. I just want to go through tunnels underground and see what's there.
Like a naked mole rat.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Jason. Oh, so we got an interesting response, by the way, because I went on a little investigation last night
Mm-hmm.
and very impromptu. And we were at the Borland house and we were in
Oh,
one of the rooms and we're running Phasma.
okay.
And we ask, what's your favorite color? And very, very clearly through Phasma, clear as I've ever heard anything,
Yeah.
the coral reefs are disappearing. It was like somebody was almost like, why are you asking me my favorite color? The coral reefs are disappearing. Like, there's more pressing matters. Because then it's going on about like climate change and all kinds of other things. Like, but it was
Yeah.
just the weirdest response we've gotten to clear as day. The coral reefs are disappearing.
That is pretty different.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird. And it's not like we've investigated there plenty of times. It's not like we've ever gotten anything related to like activism and
Well,
environmental.
yeah. But you have to think about it too. Like some of the ghosts that just kind of wander in, like obviously they're more our timeline, that would just come in. It's not just the Borland ghosts. And so they had other things on their mind too, besides, the afterlife and, who really shot, you know, JFK and stuff like that. So you have to think like that if they're from our time age, they're going to be like, okay, climate change is a big thing. So let's discuss this,
Yeah, it was almost like indignant. Like, how can you be asking me this when the coral reefs are disappearing?
Yeah. How dare you?
I know. Right, we were so shallow. We need to get a little deeper in our line of questioning, I guess.
Yeah.
And say I got to handle a collection of 200-year-old books, more than 200 year
Ooh.
olds, and they were gross and moldy, and I loved every second of it.
Why
And
were they
Fiona was like,
moldy?
because they were in disrepair.
Oh.
Yeah, but one of the books that was pretty cool. I opened it up and it was a police blotter.
Oh, cool.
And the page that I opened up to said Arthur Patchett accused Augustus Robinson of public intoxication.
Oh, that's a big no-no.
Yeah, this was way back in the day, and he was fined $2. But I'm telling you, I was like, I know him. I know Arthur Patchett
Yep.
from the Patchett house.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is pretty awesome.
So that was a cool connection because you do the ghost hunts, you hear like the ghost stories,
Yeah.
but then you kind of forget like, wait, these are real people.
Yeah,
Like, they
exactly.
have like whole lives outside of like the haunted stuff.
Yeah. And obviously they weren't thinking back in the day, like, I'm going to be a ghost one day. They just probably thought back then it was just heaven or hell. And now we know a little bit differently, but I always say I would love to like go back in time. I don't want to go and see the future. I want to go back in time and see things for how it was. I want to see solve the mysteries to what actually happened. I want to see how people's lives were back then.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. Because that's what's like really interesting to me is how these people lived, like what their lives were like.
Yeah. They didn't have the electronics and stuff that we had, TVs and radios and stuff, so that we could keep ourselves entertained. So what were the best things that they did to entertain themselves? What did the kids do to keep themselves entertained?
Had toys and games and they worked.
Yeah.
They did a lot of work. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I sit around and I'm like, what would you be doing at 9:15? You had no electricity, you'd be sleeping because
Yeah.
there's no electricity. It's dark out. What are you going to do? You're going to burn your candles?
Yep. So did you ever hear about the molasses flood of I think it was 1916 in Boston?
Yes.
Okay, so I listened to a podcast called Fresh Hill, and I absolutely love the two ladies that run this. And I was listening up on the molasses flood, and some of the victims, it was two 10-year-olds and a 6-year-old little brother. When the big tank that the molasses was in, broke loose and flooded everything, and they died. And it's what they were doing. These kids were coming home for lunch, but on their way they had to like pick up firewood and things like that because they needed to bring home the firewood so that mom could use it to like cook and to keep the house warm because it was like January and stuff like that. So like even at those, 10 and 6 years old, like these kids were still working. So it would just be interesting to see like what kind of chores they did and then kind of compare it to what our kids do now.
And
Which
then
is,
give them one of those like, back in this day, you would have been
Yes.
carrying the water
yes.
from the well down the street.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
Brianna's commenting about all the freaking equipment going off, REM pods and everything else
very cool.
in the TBA place. The
Oh,
undisclosed location,
very cool.
but undisclosed location where these spooky books are.
Now, when I look at these things on the comments on my computer, like it's hard to, I can't, like some of it's cut off for me and I don't know why. But I think Adam said something about how they built like the stone walls and stuff. So
Yes,
pretty interesting.
how they built the ancient stone walls. What I
Yeah.
find interesting about that is that some of these walls and monuments and like kind of megalithic structures,
Mm-hmm.
they're built almost the same exact way on two opposite sides of the world that had no contact.
Yeah. Well, and they're built to freaking last.
Well, yeah. I always say that. I'm like, you think a house that's built today is going to be standing in 300 years?
Yeah, no, it's
Like, no.
definitely not.
It's not going to be
Absolutely
standing in
not.
100 years if like nobody's living in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It just that comment just kind of reminded me of like when certain places wanted to give, like in Anchorage, Alaska, they wanted to give certain places a facelift, and like the Fourth Avenue Theater, and I forget the guy's name that originally built it, but they literally just built a wall in front of the building and made it the new entrance instead of like fixing the wall that they had. And they did that sometimes, in other places too. They just built a wall in front of it to hide whatever it was and then just kept on going with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the fact that historic places, a lot of times they're protected from these cosmetic things. Like in Salem, there's a whole street where if you buy a house on that street, and they are expensive, like multi-million-dollar houses.
Yeah.
You agree that you will not change any of the exterior stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because it's a historic property and it has to stay, the way that it looked.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's crazy to see what these places used to look like, and then people came in and they gave it like a remodel, and they put like the crappy gray floors in it, and they whitewashed the whole thing. And
yeah, I used to be on a lot of those pages for like refurbishing furniture and stuff, and people would find these beautiful old antiques and they want to chalk paint it.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? Like just sand it a little and restain it or something. Don't put chalk paint on it.
I know it's hard because we have in this house like all that beautiful, like it's not that old, but all this old orange wood.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get rid of all the wood, know, like
I know.
Because they could paint it all white or rip it all off, but it gives it a lot of character. And in 100 years, somebody would be like, I can't believe they painted all this wood.
Yeah. I know. I love those things where like on, HGTV and stuff where you see like people have pulled up the old flooring and found this beautiful design in the original wood and stuff.
Under shag carpet.
Yes. They pulled layers of stuff to find these beautiful floorings. It's amazing.
Yeah. I know.
I cannot wait for that new show to come out on HGTV that I sent you guys in the chat. I think it's going to be great. If anybody hasn't heard of it, it's the Bill Manor, BIHL, is getting like renovated, and they're hiring like 6 or 7 renovators to come in and live in it for 30 to 45 days and renovate it at the same time. But it is very, very haunted. So it's, going to be interesting to see
Yeah.
especially with renovations, what spirits come out and what happens.
It's
So
kind
it
of
looked
like that
looked good.
concept of the 28 Days Haunted concept, where it's like
Yeah.
you staying here because anybody can go in for a night and 4 hours, even 6 hours, 8 hours, and
Yeah.
maybe experience nothing.
Yeah.
But you go in and you essentially live there for an extended period of time, you're probably going to get a better idea of the actual activity in the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially if you have maybe some shy spirits hanging
Yeah.
out.
But we all know when renovations happen, that's when there's always an uptick. So
Mhm.
what's going to happen to these people when they start ripping things out? They might tick some people off, some
Yeah.
dead people.
I don't know. All I did was build bookshelves in my basement and stirring shit up.
That's not tearing down walls, though.
No. I mean, we did put shelves into the walls, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It ticked somebody off or got their attention enough to go, hey, really loud.
I often wonder, like, are the spirits here, even though, like, this house isn't, like, original to any of these spirits, like, are they okay with how I've decorated it? Are they okay with all my Michael Myers stuff? Probably not.
Well, too bad. They can get used to it. I always think of like, I've seen a couple episodes of that show Ghosts, but I haven't seen the whole thing. But I always wonder,
gosh.
like, if the spirit world is kind of like that. It's like, what the hell are they doing? Why'd
It
they pick
kinda-
out wallpaper? Like,
It kind of is. It really is. Like when you start like tuning into the spirits and what they're actually like saying and their feelings, their emotions when you're doing stuff, like they are sometimes just like, I don't like this. Where did you come up with this color scheme? You know what I mean? Like they don't like these things. It's so funny. But I do kind of wonder like the interpersonal relationships. Like, do they just sit there and BS and like, play around or
yeah, are they like sitting there like on the couch, like watching Jeopardy with you? Like, I know I was there. That didn't happen.
yeah. I Ghost is a funny show. I've seen every episode. I absolutely love it to pieces. I love all the characters. I've seen the UK version. I know they have a French and a German one, but I haven't watched those. So, but
They're going.
they're fun.
They're doing an investigation at the house that actually inspired Ghosts.
The Button House.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. I just saw that it was on the flyer, the house that inspired Ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and that's nearby too.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I gotta look that up.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it like in Westchester? Oh no, it's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. So it's kind of close.
Okay.
So it's the Baker Mansion.
Oh. Oh, and they use the real names too.
Yep.
Because Hetty and Elias.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Joe Port grew up in Altoona.
Altoona. But yeah, so that's supposedly what inspired it. I think maybe it's filmed around here.
Well, it says it's filmed on a soundstage in Montreal,
There's something going on about it.
but all of it was inspired by the 19th century Victorian home in Altoona, Pennsylvania. So that's pretty cool.
They used a real life 1940s stone house an hour out of Quebec.
Because the Baker Mansion doesn't really look like the Button Mansion does in the show.
Oh yeah, Katie McVeigh, Chamberlain Media, she's hosting it.
Okay.
That's
Still
where
really
I
cool,
thought.
though.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe something we should look into at some point because that would be kind of cool.
Take a trip to Altoona.
All right, we're gonna add it to the list. We're going to Altoona. We're going to Lyndhurst for chocolate and tea.
Yeah.
We're going to the 1890 house.
Yeah.
We're going. I don't know. We're going all over. We're going to Salem.
You and I need to do Hinsdale.
Yep. Hinsdale.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we've been to Hinsdale separately, but we haven't been like with full moon.
No, we need to go together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about hipsters and
I know.
grapefruit
I see
and
it.
beer. I don't like beer, so I don't care what you put in it.
I know. My husband's a big beer snob, but he's, he had 2 tours in Germany, and so he grew to really love the German beer. He likes imported beer more than he likes the Americanized stuff.
Makes sense. Imported stuff's usually better. In general.
Yeah.
Okay. We're already like getting close to an hour. Like we can BS for quite a while.
Well, you remember our first show, we went like an hour and a half, so.
I know. And we were talking about nothing. Let me know if you'll ever come down to Texas. We'll make it there at some point.
It's like a Seinfeld episode. Like it's a show about nothing sometimes.
It is. Travel, you're late. Where you been, man? So we have a bunch of really exciting stuff coming up that we need to mention. First of all, the Hollow is this weekend. The Hollow Paracon. I'm actually going to be doing a lecture. My lecture is called Ghosts That Pay the Bills. So really fun. It's about historic preservation, but hopefully, it's not going to bore anybody to death.
Well, and hopefully it'll garner more attention to these historic locations so that people will actually want to come and spend their money to help keep these places up. So that's the important thing.
Because that's a big thing. If these places don't stick around, then we can't investigate them.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to preserve local historical, landmarks and stuff. So.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Because that's kind of, the bread and butter of what Full Moon is doing is historic preservation and fundraising events.
Yep.
And yeah, that's our thing, and we love it.
Yeah.
But the Hollow is going to be great. There's a lot of really cool people coming out. Our friends Todd and Carmela, 222 PIR, they're premiering their film at the film festival.
Yeah.
Chris Chesser is going to be there. Sarah Blake, Hushed Up Historian, is going to be doing a lecture there. Who else? They're doing a haunted tri-state panel. They're doing like a haunted pumpkin patch thing. There's so many really cool people. I can't even think of them all off the top of my head. Rich Michelle is going to be there. Nine Lives Paranormal, obviously Convents.
Yeah.
Check out my latest post on Facebook because it lists everybody because it's just way too many things going on to keep track of.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it's about to get so much busier because we're getting into the Halloween season and fall, and we have a lot of things already lined up. So you guys really got to keep an eye on our Facebook page, the Full Moon Paranormal, because our events are going to be listed there and stuff, and we're going to be promoting them as they come up. So.
Yeah, we have, we're going to be at Montgomery Day. We're doing day tours of the Borland House, and we're doing it overnight. There are only 2 rooms left.
Oh,
two rooms left.
2 rooms, guys. That's it.
And that's it. The only people who are doing this investigation are the people who are staying overnight.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really, really small group.
Yep. So you get to investigate with us all night long and have some fun, meet some cool spirits.
Yeah.
So,
yep. Mr. Henry Hintz, if he chooses to make himself known. Yes. He's a fun character.
I absolutely love him. He's just wonderful.
Bootlegger, CIA operative, he's quite the character. And handsome to boot.
Yep, he sure was. Still is, I should say.
Still is, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We are going to be doing a lecture on September 27th at an upcoming Moon Serpent Bone event at the Ellis in Newburgh, which is a really cool place because that used to be an old church from like the 1800s, and they've converted it into an event space. It's going to be really awesome.
Yeah.
My God, we have tours at Edmondson House. We have an event at Madame Brett's. We have another event coming up at the Hoffman Lodge. So if you missed the first one, make sure you make it out to this one because that is a super, super cool place. And we have an event that is going to be up shortly at Crystal Connection in Woodsboro. which is actually where we're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little preliminary, check it out, see what the hot spots are,
Mhm.
which is going to be not what I said. What did I say?
We're gonna check out the hot spots in Crystal Connection.
I thought I said Crystal Connection.
No, you said Crystal Connection.
Okay, I thought Lisa was correcting me because Mark DiNardo keeps calling it the Crystal Cave.
Well, because they have the salt caves
They
underneath.
do. They do. For that one, we're actually going to be having Mark DiNardo and Barefoot Paranormal helping us out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a really, really, really good one.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. They're all
And
good.
we saw our last Paranormal Tea Time. We had Mark DiNardo on, and he's just extremely smart, and he's just phenomenal at the things that he builds, and he puts a lot of time and work into it to make sure that it runs the way it's supposed to be. And he looks for anomalies. He looks for, artifacts that may not be paranormal before he will ever say it's a ghost. Like his equipment is amazing. It really is.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
All right. So what else do we have coming up? I don't know, but let's talk about good things that happened this week.
I mean, I've gone to Spirit Halloween twice. I did find my
It was open today.
Okay, well, that was just the middle of town one. I had to go to the Monroe one first. So I got my puppy a Halloween costume.
Oh,
She's gonna have her own little Michael Myers t-shirt.
that's
It's gonna
very
be so
cute.
It is adorable.
You gotta get her the little jumpsuit one where that has like the knife,
I know I should. I didn't see that. I saw this and I was like, impulse. I'm like, she has to have it. So that's what I
not
did.
Halloween costume. That's everyday wear.
It completely is. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, like I've just been puppy proofing because where the bunnies get in and out of our backyard, I had to buy some plastic chicken wire to staple gun it to the bottom of our fence in certain spots so that because the puppy fits right through because she's so little. So yeah, 2.6 pounds of fury.
Oh,
What about you?
baby. My good thing is my studio. It's really coming
Yes.
together. It's almost done. I am hoping by next week, the latest the week after, I'll be down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the dogs can run free and be dogs and not get locked out because they hate being locked out of the office.
Yeah.
And it'll be a little bit nicer because I can come right in the basement and hop on the show and not have to disturb everybody's peace
They
for
just want to be with
several hours
mama.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, they just want to be with their mama. That's all.
So that's my good thing. And also, working on stuff for the Hollow. I'm really happy with how my lecture is coming along.
Yeah.
I say coming along because yes, it is the Wednesday before this convention and I'm still working on it. I'm still tweaking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did want to mention, I'm sorry everyone that goes to Kestrel Tavern. I won't be there for the next few months because one of my classes is on Thursday nights. And so yeah, school this semester ends December 11th, I think. So after then I'll be back at Kestrel. So
What time does your thing end on Thursday?
so I actually start at 6, and my second class starts at 7:30. So I'm probably not going to be done until like 8:30 or 9.
Just bring your laptop to Kestrel. It's fine.
I would, except it's my math class, and she's already emailed us saying that we need to be in a distraction-free room. So
I would
yeah,
say it's distraction free.
like she in the instructions, literally it says like I don't want to have like family members and friends walking behind the camera and stuff like that. And I'm like, I have a kid. Like, what am I going to do?
So we'll walk in front of the camera. Problem solved. They can't see us.
I'll be
I'll
like,
sit there
Steve,
like
I
this,
need you to
like
turn
behind your
this
laptop,
down.
make faces.
Like, Steve, turn off your music completely because I'm trying to study.
No, we do have a lot of cool things kind of lined up forecast for our paranormal nights this month because of everything going on, and I've just been like in the middle of like ADHD burnout mode because I'm taking on a million projects. We're just doing a meet
Yeah.
and greet, or a mixer, which is going to be good. That's how,
Yeah.
we started this whole thing off, just everybody
Mhm.
hanging out, talking about ghosts, telling their ghost stories.
Yep.
Next month, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but we're going to have a guest speaker who's going to come in and do a little thing and hang out. And then October, we're going to be doing a Halloween party. Come dressed as your favorite spirit.
Oh, are you serious? Oh man. All right, I might have to be absent for that one night.
Yeah. Because how fun is it to like pick your favorite ghost and dress up as them?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that because I have so many costumes already. I really need to have like a costume sale. I have like years worth of costumes. So, because I change it up every year.
So that one I'm really looking forward to.
This
Because
year
it's
I'm
just
actually
gonna
gonna
be
do
fun.
Art the Clown thing. So
Nice.
yeah, can't wait.
All right. So that's our show tonight, guys. Thank you all for coming, hanging out, being in the chat. We do appreciate you guys. It's a
Very
small but
much.
mighty chat here, and we love it. We love getting to chat with you guys, having that back and forth, doing this live.
Yeah. You
Thanks,
guys always have
guys.
such good comments and stuff like that. So say hi to your pets for us.
Say hi to your ghosts for
Love
us.
them. Yes. Be kind to each other and have a good rest of your week.
We will see you next Wednesday.
Good night.